the course for our Monday, or whatever time of day it is that you are with us later on. Just let's take 5 minutes and just give ourselves a chance to ground down. So whether that grounding is seated or that grounding is standing up, just find some stillness, find a little pause physically in the body, soften the gaze or close the eyes, and just take a slow breath in, just to really usher yourself into this moment. And then a slow breath out to let the moment go. And as the next moment comes, a slow breath in. Then send it off with the exhale. And then just settle into a rhythm here. Whatever feels good for your breath, whatever feels good for your body, for your energy level. And on this Monday, wherever you are coming from, here in the United States, it's a holiday. It's the day that the mail doesn't run and the banks are closed, because it's a day that we honor this concept of the presidency. We honor the birthdays of two of our great presidents in the past, two men who did wonderful things for our country and two men who also made mistakes. And as I think about this concept of President's Day, I was sitting with this idea of leadership a lot yesterday. We put a lot of stock, a lot of pressure into this role of leader. We have them in our companies, our organizations, we have them in our homes, in our schools, we have them in our country, in our political systems. And then I thought, as I was sitting with this idea of leadership, that I really wanted to go back to someone who I feel embodied what it means to be a leader. Someone who led with love and with compassion and with nonviolent ways, and that was the person of Gandhi. And I don't know that we've had many leaders since him who led the way that he led. But I also know that even the man of Gandhi, as I've studied his life for decades, he still made mistakes. He still did things that he thought in the moment were the right decisions, that were the best interest of the right people. But even now, as we come back years later, it's easy to criticize or to wonder, or to judge the decisions. And I think about what's going on in our country. Every 4 years or 8 years, a new political group is in charge of the decisions. And there's a group in our country that is happy about that, and there's a group in our country that is not. And then the tide changes and a new election comes, and then there's a group that is happy and there's a group that is not. And I've just watched kind of what's unfolded in these last just months and months across our great country. And when I think about this idea of leadership, I really believe that the leader that we need to be following and really paying the most attention to is the one that is coming from the conviction in our own spirit. The leadership traits that we cultivate within ourselves. And if you're joining into a meditation practice, it means that you want to lead from a place of peace and compassion and kindness and humanity. And then what happens, though, is we leave meditation and we open up our eyes and we look out across our state, our government, our country, even just our local community, and we get frustrated that other leaders are not leading in the same way that we think is right. And while it doesn't mean that we have to align with every decision that is made, we don't have to agree. I just encourage us to really go to our heart. Go to our own center of compassion, our own center of grace and light and purity, and let us lead from there. There will still be people elected or appointed or all the things who are making decisions that don't align with us. And there will always be those that do. But what if we lead in our daily lives from the place in our heart that brought us to meditation in the first place? That's what I think Gandhi was trying to do. And even he messed up. Even he made mistakes. Even he had moments of discord with his sweet wife, with his advisors, with his friends. But every day he would start over and he would think, I need to strip away all of these layers of what the world has put upon me, all of these expectations, and I've got to lead from a place in my heart. So what if we, in our homes, in our workplaces, on our social media feed, in our conversations with our friends, what if we each took responsibility to lead from that place. We show up to meditation with this motivation, most of us, to cultivate peace and calm in our lives. Let us lead from there. Let us not engage in the stuff that doesn't align with that. Yes, there are going to be leaders around us in these positions that we do not agree with. But do we take that disagreement and turn it into hate and anger and negativity, or do we continue to lead from a place of love and compassion and light? I believe from the years and years of study and just the deep pouring over these teachings that we've been given from so long ago, that we're told to lead from a place of love and light. We're told to speak, but to speak from a place of compassion. We're told to act, but from a place of right action. And so today, on this President's Day in America, I encourage us just to reset, to pause, to let this practice that we spend time in, that we commit our minutes to, let this practice inform how we lead and how we respond to those leading around us. I want to look out and I want to see people acting from a place of compassion. And I truly believe in the deep, deep recesses of my heart and my spirit that that is possible. But it starts with us. And so today, are you willing? Are you willing to lead from a place of compassion and light and love? Are you willing to lead from a place of peace? Don't let others' actions determine your leadership. And it doesn't mean you have to have a title or a role. We all lead. How will you lead today? Just take a slow breath in. Almost like that breath is just bathing this light in your spirit. And a slow breath out. And let that breath just signify what's done is done. I want to be different today. One more breath in. And one more breath out. And as we prepare to close our time and just re-enter our day and our activity, I encourage you, lead from here. The place over which you have full control, full influence. The place in the deepest part of your heart. Namaste, friends.